everyone. It's Terry from the Terry Shimoleski team at Keller Williams Realty. We're here with our January edition of Local Business Spotlight with Benefits. It's my pleasure to welcome Sean Hadley from Cross Country Mortgage. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So, Cross Country Mortgage, although it's a national company, is located right here in Cleveland. So we're happy to have Sean with us. He's been with our company since 2004 and is just my favorite go-to lender. So we're going to talk, but we all know that interest rates are at historic lows right now. And Sean, if someone's looking to get a mortgage, tell me what they should or should not do at this point in time.
A couple rule of thumbs for things not to do, whether you're purchasing or refinancing. Big ones, don't jump on any new loans. If you can avoid buying a car, any big purchases until you kind of have the financing set up, that would be wise. Credit inquiries is part of it, but actually creating more debt can really cause some issues, even when you're co-signing for a friend or family member. Try and avoid credit inquiries. That's necessary when you're getting pre-approved, but don't go for the free credit card deals and discounts right up front, right before you're shopping for a home. Deposits. Oftentimes when there's stress in the home buying process on the mortgage side, it's because we're trying to chase large deposits and verify where money is coming from. That's always a big hassle. The things to do is strategize. That's the big thing. I know that sounds like a vague term, but looking at a home on a Saturday, you don't want to just call Friday night to get pre-approved because there's a lot of planning involved, and giving yourself a little bit of plan to make decisions is going to take, again, a lot of the guesswork out of it, a lot less stress, and really set you up for success. Whether it's purchase, whether it's refinance, you never want to make a split decision on one of the biggest financial purchases or decisions that you're going to make. So just planning and strategizing ahead of time, with your favorite loan officer.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's definitely you, Sean. And and I often refer to Sean not as a mortgage lender, but as a consultant, because he can consult with you over your entire plan for any type of real estate. So moving on, Sean, for those of us or those that are planning to stay in place and stay in their homes and they have some equity, what's your advice about how they can take advantage of this historical time in real estate, low interest rates?
Well, once a year you're, doing taxes, and that's like a good time to sort of sit down and take an account of where you're at financially. At that point, it's a lot of time when people are making big decisions and doing their own sort of financial analysis for investing and future planning. Mortgage, if you've got a mortgage or you're going to have a mortgage, that's going to be, one of the biggest debts and one of the bigger decisions that you make. So, it's a good time to do a consultation, just with you reviewing your own paperwork, but even with a loan officer, just to kind of say, okay, I have a lot of equity. Should I refinance my house? I mean, the two big reasons to refinance in most cases is to get a lower rate or shorten the term, or the other one being pulling cash out. So, some financial advisors say, hey, borrow as much money as you can, as long as you can, when the rates are as low as they are. I myself still have that dream of home ownership where I won't have a mortgage sometime. So being in a 15-year or a shorter term has its rewards, but everyone's got sort of different goals. And, mortgage is a debt, but, their strategy is still to save money. The amount that you can save month to month, the amount that you can pull out for home improvements, especially if you're thinking, hey, I can't find a house to buy. Maybe I can stay where I'm at and do some sprucing up, or maybe add an addition. Builders, contractors, it's crazy. Nobody expects us all to be as busy as we are versus a year ago, but here we are. So rates make everything a bit more affordable when they're as low as they are. So it's a good time to take a look at it and see where you're at.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And so, Sean, this is called a local business spotlight with benefits. So when someone mentions the Terry Shimoleski team, when they call you, what's the benefit they'll receive?
Well, the direct benefit for, mentioning Terry and this little presentation, we'll do a $250 off closing costs. So be sure to mention that. Always feel free, I'm more than happy. I for a consultation over the phone. We're doing quite a bit of Zooms these days as well. And
Yes.
in the office, kind of case by case as well. So.
And Sean, when someone reaches out, how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way to get a hold of Sean Hadley?
Cell phone, always best, 216-314-0107. It's my cell. My wife and kids are used to it. The call's coming at all hours, and that's absolutely fine. If you want to check out my webpage, we've revamped that a bit. There's a lot of good information there, ccmgreatercleveland.com.
Oh, awesome. And I can attest, I think we have maybe 4 mortgages with Sean with our investment properties. He does an awesome job. He gets great advice and he answers his phone. So there you go. Well, Sean, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you.